Okay, the second half of chapter 1, lesson 4 is rate of change. Our average rate of change. You have done this for years. If you cannot find the slope of a line, you're in trouble. Again, let's talk about the slope formula before I even go on. If you guys remember, it's m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's the slope formula. Now, since you're in pre-calc heading towards calc, y is kind of the elementaryest way to write it. So the denominator is still x2 minus x1, but it's going to be f of x2 minus f of x1. It's the same thing, the exact same thing, so don't freak out because the book notates them just a little bit different. So, what is the average rate of change? What you do is, we have curves. The catch is the definition of the slope is a constant rate of change. Well, this is not constant. A curve will never be constant because it increases, it decreases. That's not a constant. So, what we do is we use this thing called the secant line. And so if I wanted to find the average rate of change of a curve, I pick 2 points from that curve. That's what the book will give you. They will give you the 2 points. Well, after you find the 2 points, you find the slope of the line. That's your average constant, average rate of change. So the formula I just put up a second ago, this is exactly from your book. So constant rate of change. So one problem I'm going to show you, and it's easy. Find the average rate of change of each function on the given interval. Remember, interval, domain, domain, domain. Okay. So I'm going to make that just a little bigger so you can see it. Okay, so here's the function. F of x equals x to the third minus 2x squared minus 3x plus 2. Now, the book does it in one big problem, but I'm going to do it in steps for you. The 2 here, they want you to find it on the interval of 2 to 3. So, this is your x1. This is your x2. Because domain is x values. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to plug in 2. So that's the first one they give me. 2 to the third minus 2 squared minus 3 times 2 plus 2. That's 8 minus 8, negative 6, negative 4. So my f of x1 or y1 is negative 4. Now I'm going to plug in 3, f of 3. So 3 to the third minus 2 times 3 squared minus 3 times 3 and plus 2. Okay? 27 minus 18 is 9. Minus 9 is 0. Plus 2 is 2. So let me do that again. 3 squared is 27. This is 18 because 3 squared is 9 times 2 is 18. 27 minus 18 is 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. 0 plus 2 is 2. So this is your f of x of 2. So what's great about finding this rate of the secant line? So the book writes it as m secant because it's the secant line slope. It's not the slope of the curve. It's the secant. So f of x of 2 minus f of x of 1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So this is f of x of 2. So 2 minus negative 4 over x1, x2. So 3 minus 2. You're just plugging in the values. So I get 6 over 1, 6. The slope is 6. It's pretty easy. You've been doing slope. If you came from my classroom in Algebra 1, you should know how to do slope. We did so many of those. But that's all it is. It gives you the function. It's a curve. Gives you the interval of the curve they want you to concentrate on. Interval is the domain. So x1, x2. Plug in those values and you're going to get y1 and y2. And that's just the proper way to write it. And that's it. That's all there is on this section. So your homework is page 41, 34 through 43 all.